honored and take immense pleasure to welcome you all to the 3-day Moot Court competition organized by the Amity Law School, Amity University, Haryana. We extend a heartfelt and cordial welcome to our distinguished guests, esteemed dignitaries, respected faculty members, enthusiastic participants, and students who have gathered here for the inaugural ceremony of the 7th Amity Law School Moot Court Competition 2025. This marks the 7th edition of our prestigious national-level competition, a testament to the enduring legacy, unwavering commitment, and consistent excellence that have distinguished the Amity Law School Moot Court competitions since their inception in 2016. We are deeply grateful to our honored guests for gracing this occasion with their presence and for joining us in our continuous pursuit of excellence in legal education and advocacy. Mooting has long been recognized as an indispensable pillar of legal training and remains a cornerstone of academic enrichment at Amity Law School, Haryana. Given the limited avenues available for law students to develop advanced advocacy skills, this Moot Court competition provides an invaluable platform for aspiring legal professionals to refine their legal reasoning, enhance their written submissions, and hone their oral advocacy in a competitive and intellectually stimulating environment.
We are deeply privileged to extend a warm welcome to our chief guest, Senior Professor Dr. V.K. Ahuja Sir, Director, Indian Law Institute, Delhi. We are sincerely grateful to him for graciously sparing his valuable time to be with us today and for his willingness to share his profound insights into the field of law. His inspiring presence will undoubtedly motivate our participants to engage in healthy competition imbued with the educational spirit. We are equally honored to welcome our guest of honor, Mr. Sushant Shukla Sir, a visionary leader at the intersection of law and artificial intelligence. His pioneering contributions are redefining the landscape of legal technology and shaping a more innovative future for the profession. His presence today reflects his steadfast commitment to advancing legal education and fostering innovation. We are equally privileged to welcome our guest of eminence, Mr. Mayank Mishra, Deputy Commissioner of Police, Bahadurgarh. An accomplished IPS officer and an achiever, he has served in key law enforcement roles with distinction and integrity. His expertise in policing, criminal justice, and public administration makes his presence especially meaningful to this moot court, where the ideals of law and justice are put into practice. We are also deeply honored to have amongst us our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. P.B. Sharma Sir, Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Vikas Madhukar Sir, Director, Amity School, Professor Dr. Somdat Bharadwaj Sir, and other esteemed dignitaries whose presence adds immense grace and significance to this occasion.
Please put your hands together for our dignitaries.
Saraswati Namastubhyam, Varde Kam Rupini, Vidyarambh Karishyami, Siddhir Bhavtu Me Sada. O Goddess Saraswati, salutations to you, the giver of boons, the one who fulfills all desires. When I begin my studies, please bestow on me the capacity of right understanding always. As is our custom to invoke the blessings of Goddess Saraswati before beginning any academic pursuit, may I now request the Honorable Chief Guest, our guest of honor, and other dignitaries on the stage to light the ceremonial lamp and to augur the auspicious beginning of our 7th Amity Law School Moot Court Competition 2025.
I request the dignitaries to kindly come upon the stage for the light lamping.
Arogyam Dhanasampada Shubham Kurutvam Kalyanam Arogyam Dhanasampada Shatrubuddhi Vinashaya दीपज्योति नमोस्तुते दीपज्योति नमोस्तुते दीपज्योति परम
I request you to increase the
दीपज्योति दीपज्योति परम दीपज्योति जनार्दनः दीपो हरतु मे पापम् सन्ध्यादीपनमोऽस्तुते ओ दीप ब्रह्मरूपस्त्वं ज्योतिषां प्रभुरव्ययः ओ दीप ब्रह्मरूपस्त्वं ज्योतिषां प्रभुरव्ययः देहि पुत्रांश पतिं स्वच्छां हि मे सदा रवेरस्तं तमारभ्य तावत् सूर्योदयो भवेत् रवेरस्तं समारभ्य तावत् सूर्योदयो भवेत् यस्य तिष्ठे ध्रुवे दीपः तस्य नास्ति दरिद्रता शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं
Please give us a
धनसम्पदः
round of applause.
शत्रुबुद्धिः
Thank you all. Amity University Haryana is a part of Amity Universe and has been established under the aegis of Ritanand Baldev Education Foundation, a non-profit education trust under which all Amity institutions are running. The university has a vision to develop as a fully industry integrated university, providing a global platform for nurturing talent. The advantageous location of Amity University Haryana in close proximity to the major corporate hub guarantees ample opportunities to Amityans in terms of industry interaction and job prospects. In the years since its establishment, Amity Law School has come alive with creativity and ingenuity. The vision of Amity Law School Haryana is to strive to be a leading institute recognized internationally and known for its socially relevant legal research and education. Research and innovation is a way of life here, focusing on practical learning through real life projects and endeavoring towards a comprehensive development of its students. The values of Amity Law School are fully aligned with those of the university with a view to creating a culture that reflects the values of social justice and excellence, and by giving opportunities to the students by regularly conducting legal aid clinics, conferences, moot courts, seminars, and guest lecture series. Amity Law School is a place which embraces people with ideas who are looking to make a difference in the world and be of service to the society. Ranked 39th in NIRF, Amity Law School Gurugram has a proud legacy of hosting 6 national and 2 international moot court competitions, each setting new standards of each academic excellence and professional growth. The 7th edition of this competition carries forward this distinguished tradition with the same spirit of dedication and innovation.
It is a great honor and privilege to introduce Professor Dr. Vikas Madhukar Sir, a distinguished academic leader, visionary institution builder, and currently the Pro-Vice Chancellor of Amity University, Haryana. Dr. Madhukar also serves as the Dean, Faculty of Management Studies, and Director of Amity Business School, in addition to superheading the Amity Innovation Incubation Center, where he actively fosters entrepreneurship and nurtures startup initiatives among young innovators. Dr. Madhukar holds a doctorate in international finance from Kurukshetra University and possesses over 25 years of experience in teaching, research, consultancy, training, and academic administration. His scholarly contributions include giving 15 PhD scholars, authoring over 80 research papers, publishing 5 books, and contributing articles to esteemed publications such as the Times of India and the Financial Times. Beyond academia, Dr. Madhukar has been appointed as a mentor for change by Niti Aayog under the Atal Innovation Mission, where he contributes to building a culture of innovation among young leaders. He has also served as a resource person and trainer for prestigious organizations such as Ericsson, Food Corporation of India, QL2 Software, and Keen India, among others. A thought leader in strategy, leadership, finance, and organizational development, Dr. Madhukar embodies excellence, vision, and dedication to nation building through education. I request the Director of Amity Law School, Haryana, Professor Dr. Somdat Bharadwaj, Sir, to felicitate our Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Sir, Professor Dr. Vikas Madhukar, Sir, with a sapling, a shawl, and a memento as a symbol of our profound respect and sincere gratitude for honoring us with his esteemed presence. Please give a huge round of applause for Sir. Please give a huge round of applause. May I now request Honorable Professor Dr. Vikas Madhukar, Sir, to deliver the welcome address? Please give a huge round of applause for Sir. Over to you, Sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Very good morning to all present here. Very respected Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. P.B. Sharma ji, all dignitaries sitting on the dais, our eminent guest of honor, Mr. Sushant Shukla ji, who is a young entrepreneur, co-founder of LITT, which is a legal aid AI-based solution. Our esteemed guest, Mr. Mayank Mishra, DCP, Bahadurgarh. We are really thankful to Mr. Mayank that in spite of his very busy schedule, at the last moment, he was able to make it his presence in this moot court competition. And I'm sure that his on the field experience, his knowledge in the police, and his overall experience, the word of wisdom which he's going to share, will add immense value to the knowledge of our student and all other participants. Our Director of Law, Dr. Somdas Sharma, my very senior officers sitting here in the audience, our Registrar, Dr. Ravi Manuja, Rear Admiral K.K. Pandey, Director HR, Squadron Leader S.K. Singh, Director Administration, very senior professor of our law school, Dr. Bhatt, the other eminent faculty members, my dear students, and participants from various law schools across the country. I'm most delighted to extend a very, very warm welcome to all of you to this 7th edition of our International Moot Court Competition organized by our School of Law. And it's really a matter of pride for me as the Pro Vice Chancellor of the university that our law school is doing extremely well in imparting legal education in the country. And the testimony of quality of education provided by our law school is evident by virtue of the alumni treasure what the law school has created. Our alumni passing out from law schools are very well placed in industry and giving laurel to the university. Our testimony of providing quality education is also visible by virtue of the top position which our law school has acquired in the country. As briefed by our comparer, the law school has been ranked among top 40 law school of the country by National Institution Ranking Framework, which is a very prestigious ranking body. Ranking is published by the Ministry of Education, Government of India. The law school has also been ranked among top 35 institutions by MDRA India Today, which is again a very prestigious brand which rank not only law schools, but many other colleges every year. So my congratulations and all appreciation to my team of law school. As every year we look at the moot court competition or we are organizing any conference and workshop, I think it is a appropriate platform to deliberate on very one important aspect, that how the paradigms are changing in law education. What are the emerging trends which are going to be there in future? And as a budding lawyer, what kind of skill set is required to be acquired, keeping in mind the changes which are taking place in our society, which are taking place in our surroundings, what we call the environment. As we all are aware that law and society both are intertwined with each other and complement each other. While we are talking about building a society which is crime-free, we are talking about building a nation which is prosperous and happy. We are looking forward to our dream of Viksit Bharat. I think all will agree that a very strong judiciary and legal education is going to play a very important role, as we always talk about that the judiciary is one of the most important pillar of democracy. So while we look at this society, we look at the kind of changes we all have been witnessing. Particularly, if we try to look at the environmental changes, we look at how the social and demographic environment has been changing. When we compare and see the social and demographic environment which used to be there 2 decades back and the changes which took place and how it is going to shape has changed many things around us. Similarly, when I look at the technological environment, how it has changed, especially how it was in the era of before COVID, what we call BC, and we have witnessed a sea change in DC during the COVID, and now we are witnessing after COVID, that is AC. And you all will agree that the way the technology adoption has been accelerated post-COVID, it could not happen if we would not have this pandemic 5 years back. And on one way, when we talk about that, every time as a leader, one should see the opportunity in adversity. So this was one of the opportunity which was identified by each one of us. So while we look at the political environment and geopolitical environment, we also see how the geopolitical environment has also been changed in, I won't go too much back, but in last about 6 months or so. Now, while so much changes are happening around us, it's obvious that education sector is also required to imbibe those changes, adapt those changes, and make education as per the change requirement and prepare professional, keeping in mind the future opportunities which are going to be emerge or future challenges which are going to be there. So while we're talking about paradigm shift in legal education, we see that there are many changes which took place in the sphere of legal education as well. While we are talking about requirement of skill set, earlier the focus was on communication skills, the focus was on presentation skills, but now the institution are more focusing, apart from communication and presentation skill, on critical thinking skill. They are more focusing on other life skills which are considered very important for any legal profession. Where law education was only confined to teaching laws, various laws, but now the educational institutions, they have adopting the multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary aspect also. Now, a student of law, it is important for any student of law to relate other discipline with the core discipline of law. So discipline of social sciences, discipline of psychology, discipline of engineering and sciences have also become important. The third thing which I think we are witnessing in legal education is specialized knowledge. As we see, as I talked about the changes, lot of changes. Let's pick up the one environmental changes, the technological environment. The way the technological environment has changed, it has changed the complete landscape, how the business is conducting. The business model has been changed completely. Now, while we are at home, with a click or a tab, putting a tab on our smartphone, we can have anything and everything at our doorstep. The supply chain has completely changed. The technology has changed everything. Now, how many of you or how many of us are required to visit a branch of a bank? I think I have not visited a bank branch in last 3 years or 4 years, or maybe the more than that. I think last time I visited when there was a demonetization announced, and I was forced to go to a bank for the change of my currency. So the kind of changes we are witnessing, the changing which we are witnessing in industry, the changing which we are witnessing in society, has demand the changes in the legal sphere also. So we have new laws emerges. For example, cyber laws, which was not having so much importance a decade back, but now suddenly the cyber laws have become so much important because of the space, the place which technology has taken in our life. The intellectual property right, IPR, have become very important because while we are talking about technology, we are also talking about the protection and safeguarding by way of IPR. So the specialized knowledge in law has also become important. I want to already talk about the use of technology, and we have our eminent guest of honor, Shuklaji, who himself is an entrepreneur and who is driving a company, who is providing legal aid services. And he probably is the best person who will talk to you about the role of artificial intelligence in legal education. That how artificial intelligence is helping you not only in legal research, but also preparing your document, reviewing the document, predictive analytics, analyzing the whole sort of cases, and preparing you for the next hearing. The last most important thing which I feel, which I think that you might not have read in the book, which is important because of all these environmental changes and the way the fast-paced lifestyle everybody has adopted, the importance of mental well-being has become very important. And I'm meeting a number of professionals from law domain, and at a time I see and feel that many of them are quite disturbed. While you are not mentally strong, you are not emotionally strong, you are not resilient, it would be very difficult for you to argue, to discuss, to present your viewpoint. And that's why the focus on mental well-being has also become very, very important. This is the area where Amity Law School, Amity University, Haryana is focusing too much by way of teaching courses such as yoga and meditation, by way of teaching courses such as digital citizenship, by way of teaching courses such as behavioral science and stress subject like stress management and time management. So those have become important to be incorporated in the law education. So I thought that I'll just touch upon the important changes which I feel took place in legal education, and as a budding professional, we look forward towards our student to adopt the kind of skill set which are required to become a successful professional. Ethics and integrity, I was missing that. Ethics and integrity is the another important aspect. Now, as an institution, the Amity University Haryana tries its best to build values and ethics among all of our students, but this is something which cannot be imbibed until and unless each one of you would be committed to the cause of values and ethic, accepting and living a life with adopting the kind of values system what we have in our society and the ethical aspect of your profession. And this Moot Court competition, I think, is a wonderful platform for each one of you to showcase your talent. And it is also a time to assess your strength and weaknesses so that while you go back from this competition, it is immaterial whether you win or lose. But the most important thing is your participation, and post participation is assessment of your strength and weaknesses, and to rework on your skill set and upskill your set by the time you are going to stand in the real court. And I think that's the one key objective of organizing such type of activity in law school, particularly moot court competition, which provides the experiential learning opportunities to the student and which makes you present yourself in a real life situation. So I think on behalf of Vice Chancellor, on behalf of my Chancellor, Dr. Asim Chauhan sir, on behalf of our founder president, I once again extend a very warm welcome to all participants. And I'm sure that the moot court competition, the various sessions which are planned in the program during the next 3 days, going to excite you a lot and going to add tremendous value to your skill set and your knowledge. I wish all the best to all participants, and my appreciation and congratulations to the organizing committee of National Moot Court Competition, both the organizing committee of faculty and student, for organizing such a wonderful activity and providing a great platform not only to our students, but also the students, those they are participating from more than 50 institutions across the country. Wish you all the best. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Amity.
Thank you, sir. Your insights, as always, are thought-provoking and inspiring. Professor Dr. P.B. Sharma sir is the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Amity University, Haryana, a distinguished academician. He's the founding Vice Chancellor of Delhi Technological University, a former professor at IIT Delhi, and has led the Engineering Sciences Division of the Indian Science Congress, a doctorate from the University of Birmingham, UK. Sir has contributed for over 5 decades to mechanical engineering, gas turbine technology, nanoscience, and new energy systems. Under his leadership, Amity University Haryana has advanced significantly in research, innovation, and sponsored research and development. He has been honored with Doctor of Engineering, University of Birmingham 2013, and Doctor of Science, Dr. K. N. Modi University 2019, a committed advocate of India's scientific and cultural heritage. He continues to inspire excellence in higher education and research. I request the Director of Amity Law School, Haryana, Professor Dr. Somdat Bhardwaj Sir, to felicitate our Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Dr. P.B. Sharma Sir with a sapling, a shawl, and a memento as a humble token of appreciation and respect for his august presence with us. Please give a huge round of applause for him. May I now request Honorable Professor Dr. P.B. Sharma Sir to address the gathering. Give him a huge round of applause.
Nothing could make me more happy than to see the future of the humanity, the future attorney, the future lordships in front of me here, participating in the 7th Moot Court competition at our university. Nothing could make me more happy also than to have such a distinguished dais at which we have our Honorable Deputy Commissioner of Police, Mr. Mayank Misraji, who has spared his highly valuable time to be here with us today. And we also have a young, enthusiastic from the discipline of law who has set up a startup to provide to the nation the most modern platforms to understand the intricacies of law and to prepare our great nation to march on the path of progress and prosperity without fear of ever, serving the interest of the society and also Mother Nature together. And I'm so much delighted to extend a very warm welcome to our distinguished guest on the dais, including my own friend, Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Vikas Madhukar, my very distinguished Director of the Law School, Dr. Somdat Bhardwaj, the members of the faculty present in front of me, distinguished officers of the university present in front of me here, Major General J. Dul, the Dean of Student Welfare, the Squadron Leader S.K. Singh, the Director Administration, Rear Admiral K.K. Pandey, the Director of HR of our university, my own friend, Registrar Dr. Manuja, and the brilliant members of the faculty that include Professor Pathak, Pransul Pathak, Dr. Neha Misra, Dr. Sambhaviji, and several others sitting here in front of me. I'm so much delighted to stand before you today As we are inaugurating the 7th Moot Court competition at our university, organized by the Amity Law School of our university, as has been informed by the Pro-Vice Chancellor, our Amity Law School is one of the very distinguished schools in the country, and every year we continue to receive the brightest minds of young budding attorneys to our school, and we are preparing them to face the future with courage and confidence, without fear and favor, and serve the interest of Mother India to the best of their ability, and contribute to the rise of Viksit Bharat of our dream, where we would be able to not only lighting the lamp of light and then saying Shubham Karoti Kalyanam Arogyam Sukh Sampada, that should be a reality in our own country. Everywhere you should see the divine bliss descending upon the people. You should see healthy humanity within our country. You should see plenty of prosperity, so that all our gods and goddesses and all our people, they are able to have tremendous amount of prosperity around them. But all this without destroying the goodies of nature, taking care of the mother nature's interest, ensuring the highest levels of sustainability. And we need to do all this by caring for each other. I was, of course, most delighted to note that you have chosen this year for your moot court a proposition which is so important. We are meeting today in a very different age compared to the age in which I took my admission in engineering way back in the early 60s. At that time, the world was very much different. People were cheerful. Nobody was trying to destroy each other. But today you are in the age of artificial intelligence, machine learning, whole lot of smart systems around you, including your small mobile that you have in the pocket, where even when you put it in the silent mode, it's listening to what you are talking to and what you are listening to. And it's able to make a meaning out of what is happening around today, because it is empowered with the artificial intelligence applications of the kind that has made this world a glass house, totally transparent. And it requires, in my opinion, tremendous amount of responsibility on the shoulders of everyone, whether you are a student or a faculty or a vice chancellor. Everyone has to be responsible for what he or she does and what he or she says, what he or she transacts as information. And it is this sense of responsibility, sense of accountability, in my opinion, need to be inbuilt in the laws for our nation. For a long time, our laws were designed for the purpose that we are in a position to award justice in the honorable courts. And when I go to any of the honorable courts of my nation, I find them flooded with people, hundreds and thousands of cases coming to the court, giving me firm conviction that the society is not law-abiding. Otherwise, there could not have been such a big crowd into the courts of my nation. When I was born at that time, it was considered to be a sin to go to the court. If you say that I have a PC today, the people in the society will take it for granted that you must have committed some grave offense and a crime of the kind that is requiring you to go to the court to seek justice or whatever. That was the time. My mother refused to go to the court, even to sign an affidavit, which I required to go to University of Birmingham. She said, I would prefer to die rather than to take the steps of the court. That was India, which means people were law-abiding. The abatement of law was an exception. It was not a rule. Today, I want a law-abiding society. Now that the rares of prosperity are ever rising, we are more and more educated. People of knowledge are supposed to be more responsible, highly accountable, and deeply devoted to the cause for which the education is imparted. And that is why in the moot court competition here, we have purposely invited Sri Mayank Misra ji. आपके सामने वर्दी में बैठ करके आईपीएस ऑफिसर महोदय इस बात को कन्विंस करना चाहते हैं कि हमारे देश का कानून केवल तब एक्शन में ना आए जब क्राइम हो चुका है। क्राइम को रोकने के लिए कानून होना चाहिए। कानून का मकसद ये नहीं दोस्तों कि कोर्ट में जाकर के हम जस्टिस की गुहार करें। कानून का मतलब होता है that we are having a society which understands that the laws are for their own benefit. And that is why they always remain on the side of the law rather than on the side of abatement of the law. And it is that kind of world that would indeed, in my opinion, classify to be the Viksit Bharat. Creating such a law-abiding society requires courage and conviction. And that is why Mr. Mayank Misra is here to tell you that the whole purpose of police is not to catch you after the crime is committed and put you behind the bar, or to take you to the court thereafter to get you convicted. The purpose tomorrow of the police would be to see that the society is on the side of the law, and the work of the police would be more of counseling and supervising rather than chasing the culprits as it is today. Same would be the case in your case. There would be very few people going to the court for seeking justice. Justice would prevail, not justice is demanded, which means, really speaking, your task as the attorneys of tomorrow would be, how do you convince the people to understand the value and worth of the laws and honor the sense of responsibility and accountability that is inbuilt as human beings, and ensure that you are in a position to be part and parcel of preparing such a law-abiding citizenship. And it is that law-abiding citizenship and responsible citizenship is required not only here in my country, but all around the world, because the whole idea of responsible global citizenship rests on our creating a law-abiding citizenship in our own country here. And that is why, in my opinion, today and in the next 2 days when you are here in our university, coming from 20 different universities, I know how bright you are. You have taken, in fact, initiative to come to our university. We boost our university to be a university that is leading by example in terms of integrity, in terms of transparency, in terms of quality of service, in terms of our commitment to sustainability. And that is why among the universities of the world, out of almost 1,500 universities, when they ranked, in fact, the universities, our university came in the top 100 as far as the quality of life in the campus is concerned. We stand at 63 among the universities of the world from 159 countries. And that is the kind of leading by example I want my university to be there. I want university tomorrow to say that not a single trace of crime is committed in my university. I want my students, my faculty, including the Vice Chancellor, Pro-Vice Chancellor, and all the heads of my institution to understand the importance of creating a community of people who would respect the rule of law. And then, of course, you will have a country where कानून का राज होगा. अभी तो कानून के राज की गुहार करनी पड़ती है. जब कानून का राज होगा, सुख होगी, आप स्वस्थ होंगे, आपके पास अपार संपदा होगी, और आप सही मायने में एक मानव जीवन को सही ढंग से जी सकेंगे. It is that kind of vision that is required. Let me now very quickly spend a few minutes to apprise to you that the new age in which you are today, where it is driven by the artificial intelligence and smart systems, we have become all pervasive today. And that is why the new laws are required, in my opinion. We need to redraft our laws, our cyber laws, from the point of view of creating a responsible and law-abiding citizenship tomorrow, which will be trading and transacting with the tools and gadgets and systems empowered by the infinite power of artificial intelligence and machine learning. When I was born, they were saying, data kuch nahi deta. If I tell somebody I have got 6,000 students, they would say, so what? Data kuch nahi deta. Today, data sab kuch deta. And that is why the piracy of data and the piracy of information and any act of committed utilizing the tools of our modern digital revolution for the purpose of creating distrust or misinformation is something we need to really care about. Our technology seems to be neutral at the moment. It does not care who uses it. It can be used to devastate a nation. It can also be utilized to create a blissful and bright nation. Technology does not differentiate. We need to inbuilt now the conscience in our new technology that we create, and we require technologies of conscience tomorrow. Who would understand the meaning and purpose of empowerment they are providing through the technology innovations? My mobile should tell me, sir, I'm not meant for what you are using for if I'm trying to steal somebody's money utilizing my mobile. It should be able to tell me, sir, if you don't listen to me, I'll lock your mobile and you will not be able to even speak to your wife because every application will then be locked. This is called technology of conscience. So you expect, in fact, a higher level of conscience to be integrated into the systems of technology. And I want tomorrow chips, which are putting together, in fact, the hardware and software for tomorrow's digital systems to incorporate subroutines and subsystems that will be inbuilt and embedded into the hardware as well as the software in such a manner that no amount of misuse can be allowed for the utilization of the empowerment that the technology provides. And we in the arena of engineering and technology are becoming increasingly conscious for this. Your car will tell you that you are driving so rash, sir, I'm not meant for it. I will park on the side of the road. Now you go walking from here, or you call an Ola or Uber or a Bharat taxi. That's the time that is coming. Because technology has tremendous amount of power, but we need to utilize it for delivering the vital service for which it is meant for. It is not meant for destroying the society. It is not meant for creating all kind of nuisance that we otherwise are seeing, because we have assumed that technology and science are neutral and they don't recognize who uses them. Tomorrow's science and tomorrow's technology, in my opinion, would require to have an inbuilt sense of responsibility and accountability for the empowerment that it provides. And that is where our new laws are required. We require new laws for many things. We require new Air Act for India. It was formulated somewhere around 1980. We require a new Water Act for India. Your rivers would not have been as polluted as they are today had you looked at the laws relating to the Water Act of our country. Your air would not have been as polluted as we are crying today have we paid attention to the Air Act. And that is why the cyber laws today, in my opinion, need to be addressed with tremendous amount of care and caution. We need to revisit our IT laws and ensure that a sense of responsibility is built. While I was speaking to Mayank Misraji, I was expressing my opinion that the people who put up a platform, like whatever you call it, Facebook or LinkedIn or whatever, they should have a responsibility that anything and everything cannot be uploaded on the platform. After all, this is a business proposition. You are minting money out of these platforms. And therefore, the responsibility for uploading the content and information must also be shared by those who are owning these platforms, apart from the people who are utilizing it for the service. Currently, we are penalizing those who are putting, in fact, wrong contents. We are not able to penalize those who are allowing them to mount, actually, such misinformation and misguide for the society. We need to revisit it. We need also to see how best we can tame the untamable tiger of the digital revolution of today and that of tomorrow. And we have to have an insight into the laws that are required not only for today, but also for tomorrow, when the power of science and might of technology will enter into a new arena, what our forefathers have called pragyana, from jnana to vijnana and vijnana to pragyana. When you go to super science and mind-boggling technology innovations, which will have infinite power of both creation as well as destruction, you would require new laws to ensure that it does not cause the havoc and destruction of the kind that otherwise would be possible. I leave you with these thoughts and pray to God Almighty that during the next 3 days of this moot court competition, you would be able to create a deeper understanding, a profound insight of the laws that the nation requires, especially in the arena of information technology and cyber laws, to safeguard the interest of the humanity at large and also the interest of Mother Nature and Mother Earth, so much important actually for us to continue to live with divine bliss on planet Mother Earth. With these words, ladies and gentlemen, may I extend my warm welcome to our very distinguished guest on the dais here, as well as to Professor Ahuja, who will be joining, our chief guest, who will be joining online to deliver his inaugural address. Let me also extend to you the warmest greetings on behalf of my Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Sim Chauhan ji, on behalf of Founder President Sir Dr. Sokke Chauhan ji, who would be most delighted to know that we are spending such a quality time in our university in the company of 20 plus teams coming from different universities on a moot proposition so important for the future of the humanity. Very warm welcome to each one of you for coming to our university. Move around and see the dancing peacocks, see the monkeys also jumping into the campus. Look at the biodiversity which we are maintaining. Look at the Gosala that we have, the natural farming that we have here, the military school that we have in the campus, and also see how best we are taking care of reprocessing every single drop of water and reutilizing it in the campus, including in the house of the Vice Chancellor. No one is spared. I also get retreated wastewater for variety of usage in my own house. And that is how we are leading by example in sustainability. We are also producing much of our light load using solar energy. And we are trying to convince and maintaining this campus almost like a cantonment with the support of my major generals, squadron leader and rear admirals and host of colonels and commanders sitting here. Actually, we are trying to give the message that if you can maintain a campus, you can maintain the whole nation also. Let Delhi be the safest, cleanest, and in fact, one of the most prosperous capital of the whole world, and we can do it. It's a question of how do you use your laws and how do you prepare your society to be on the side of the law and contribute to the growth and development of a happy and healthy India of our own dream. Ladies and gentlemen, spend your quality time during your stay here, during the moot court competition, and thank you so much, Mayank ji, for sparing your highly valuable time, Shukla Sahab, Dr. Bharadwaj, and for putting it all together. I'm so happy. I know Madam Sambhavi, Madam Neha Misra, and Dr. Pransul Pathak, and their faculty colleagues. They all were working, in fact, day and night, including my previous director, Dr. Bhatt, and others. They have put together for you the best of the agenda and the best of the, best of the opportunity to spend your quality time in envisioning a future where the society would be on the side of the law. Very few attorneys will be moving in the court area. Many of them would be connected to the society. Justice would not be demanded. It will prevail because the society would be marching on the pathways of righteousness and righteous conduct, understanding the value and worth of law and remaining all the time on the side of the law. God bless you. With that kind of India is what I want to live, and I want my coming generations to live, and I want the whole world also to understand the meaning and purpose of the importance of law. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Check. Thank you, sir. You are an inspirational and motivational force for us. Your words always inspire us to give our best. It is our great honor and privilege to introduce our esteemed guest of honor, Mr. Sushant Shukla, sir. Sir is a visionary entrepreneur, technology innovator, and a leading voice at the intersection of artificial intelligence, legal technology, and blockchain solutions. He currently serves as the co-founder and chief innovation officer of LITT, a pioneering legal technology company that is transforming India's legal ecosystem through AI-powered innovations. A graduate of Lancaster University, United Kingdom, with a specialization in technology innovation and business strategy, Sir brings together deep technical expertise and strategic foresight. His interdisciplinary approach bridges the gap between complex technological advancements and their real world legal applications. Under his leadership at LITT, the organization has developed India's first AI driven legal platform trained on indigenous legal document corpora, offering precise and accessible legal insights. His initiatives have also advanced automated contract review systems, case law research algorithms, and blockchain based legal documentation frameworks, helping law firms, corporate houses, and institutions adopt future ready legal technologies. Prior to his work at LITT, Sir co founded Wasserstoff, a cutting edge technology incubator specializing in AI and blockchain solutions, where he led the conceptualization of multiple AI driven products across sectors such as healthcare, finance, and legal services. Guided by his philosophy that technology should serve as an enabler of human potential, not a replacement. Sir continues to inspire innovation that harmonizes technology with human expertise for the greater good of society. With that, I request our Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir, Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor Sir, and Director Sir of Amity Law School, Haryana, to kindly felicitate our guest of honor, Mr. Sushant Shukla Sir, with the memento, a shawl, and a sapling as a token of our deep respect and heartfelt gratitude for gracing us with his esteemed presence. Please join me in applauding for Sir. Please give a huge round of applause for Sir. Now I request Mr. Sushant Shukla Sir to kindly address the gathering. Please give a huge round of applause. Over to you, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Uh, First of all, I would like to thank the Vice Chancellor, eminent guests, eminent faculty for honoring me, inviting me here, and giving me the chance to have a word with the future of law and how legal services will be served. Especially everyone, every student who is sitting out here is fundamentally entering into an era which will be way different from whatever has been experienced so far. And each and every one of you will define how law will be or justice will be served across the country. So thank you so much. It, it is an honor and a pleasure. And I can't say anything else apart from this. But now, from my experience, I'm an engineer by profession. I have seen the depth of engineering, the depth of AI, and what it can actually do. One thing I want, and I think almost everyone must be aware, that AI is one technology after electricity or the internet, which will fundamentally impact every field of service, industry, practice, anything you can imagine, AI will be there. We are still in the very early stages of it, is what I can assure you. What you see today, and I'm sure most of you must be using ChatGPT, Claude. Please raise your hands who is very well equipped with AI. I want people to interact a little bit. Raise your hands high up so let I know that you didn't have a sleepless night. I see a lot of people. Okay. So, having said that, whatever you're using today as on date is fairly new. Even in experience, you will see it will make a lot of mistakes. Certain high stake domains like law, medicine, these are the domains where using technologies like AI can get you in much trouble if you don't use them wisely. Fundamentally, because you, as a professional, will not be able to make any sort of errors. Having said that, what I want everyone to keep in mind as students, like while you are using AI tends to instill a behavior where you get dependent, you get lazy. Why? Because it seems that it does most of your work. Try to deliberately start not do that. I mean, you should ask AI to do your automate your work. You should do ask it to do your menial jobs, but make sure that you don't lose the ability of thinking, because AI will essentially, after overusage, will enable it. You have to start writing more, because after AI, you will stop writing more. You'll and you will avoid writing altogether, to be honest. Third is reading. You need to read a lot, more than ever before. If you have if you have if you have not been reading really well, or if you have just started, please ensure you read a lot. The only edge as humans we will ever have over AI is fundamentally none. Why? Because AI as a technology is way smarter in terms of the amount of information it can process in a very short span of time. However, still, it will not be connected to the real world for a quite substantial amount of period. What you can do for sure in order to get an edge over your colleagues, or not colleagues, I mean AI, is only focus on the nuances of whatever you're working in. So it's not about breadth anymore. It's more about how deep and how precise you can be in whatever you do. And this is not just true for law, but for any other field which AI is touching. Because out of the box thinking, creativity, all of these will essentially be future differentiators. Having said that, one key aspect for you, for every one of you to keep in mind, is that you also use AI a lot. Now, this is contradictory in terms. Why? Because it induces a behavior for you to not read, for you to not think. But in order for you to succeed, whether in college or in the real world profession, you'll have to ensure that you build a deliberate practice of putting in the deliberate effort of thinking, reading, and writing. You might not have to write the entire thing, but AI still lacks at the ability of connecting the dots really well. And you will notice this as you use it more and more. Always treat any artificial intelligence system as your ally rather than as your enemy. Leverage its capabilities to the point it is capable. And trust me, at lot of instances, it hits the bottom neck. It is quite dumb in a lot of things, if you'll see on a broader perspective. But in knowledge work, it understands a lot. I mean, this is one of the greatest takeaways I can tell you from my experience of building in AI for last 3 years. Uh, I would like to, if you have any questions, I would like to answer them. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging words. I'm sure our students are deeply motivated and enlightened by your words of wisdom. It is with immense honor and deep privilege that we welcome our distinguished guest of eminence for the inaugural ceremony, Shri Mayank Mishra Sir, Deputy Commissioner of Police, Bahadurgarh, Haryana, where he continues to exemplify integrity, discipline, and visionary leadership. Before this role, he has rendered commendable service in multiple key law enforcement positions as Additional Superintendent of Police in Palwal, Assistant Superintendent of Police in Panipat, and with the Haryana State Narcotics Control Bureau, where he contributed to critical operations relating to narcotics enforcement and crime prevention. His training at two of the most prestigious institutions of the nation, the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel National Police Academy, Hyderabad, and the Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy of Administration, Mussoorie, during the 95th Foundation course, laid a strong foundation for his exemplary career in public service. What makes his journey even more inspiring is his outstanding academic achievement, securing All India rank 172 in the UPSC Civil Service Examination in 2019 in his very first attempt out of over 1 million aspirants, a testament to his intellect, perseverance, and discipline. Before joining public service, Sir completed his Bachelor of Engineering, Civil Engineering from BITS Pilani, one of the country's top engineering institutes, and later pursued a master's degree in police management from Osmania University, further strengthening his technical and administrative expertise. Beyond policing, Sir has also excelled in the corporate and analytical domain. During his tenure as an analytics consultant and TCG Digital, he developed advanced decision support system for the Indian Railways, designed data-driven solutions for airport operations holding over 65 million passengers a year, and led automation initiatives for major organizations to enhance efficiency and policy implementation. His professional excellence and earned him recognition and award from senior leadership. Furthermore, he has undertaken research at the Central Road Research Institute, where his work on fuel loss estimation and traffic emissions was published in a reputed national transportation journal, Sadak Darpan. Sir, your exemplary service, intellectual rigor, and leadership in law enforcement embody the value of perseverance, discipline, and service to the nation. I request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, our Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Sir, Director, Sir of Amity Law School, Haryana, to kindly felicitate our guest of eminence, Mr. Mayank Mishra, Sir, with a memento, a shawl, and a sapling as a mark of our profound gratitude and respect in honor of his gracious presence today. Please give a huge round of applause, sir. I request Mr. Mayank Mishra, sir, to share his words of wisdom with the students.
Thank you.
Okay, good morning, everyone. I can't hear Amity University. Good morning, everyone. May I rise? May I ask you to rise from your seat for once? Just stand up. The sleepy heads at the back are standing very late. So thank you so much now that you have stood, I want you all to give a big round of applause to all the dignitaries present here, how well they have spoken. And this is for all of you. This is for all of you right there in the audience, because you all have put in a lot of hard work to come here to organize this. And thank you so much. Please take your seat. So usually I'm not a person who is confined behind the podium. That is why this bit. But some wise person once said me that if you are talking to law students, you must ensure brevity and clarity in your thoughts. Otherwise, you may land up in trouble someday. So that is why, for the sake of it, firstly, I'll want to thank Dr. Professor P.B. Sharma, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of this esteemed university, for inviting me in the 7th ALS Moot Court competition. So, a moot court is not just a competition. If you think that you are here to compete, let me tell you, you guys have already won. Because from the day you arrived here, from the day you started preparing for this, from the day you thought that you are confident enough to face the trial, the judgment, the arguments, the defense, the rebuttal, you are already much stronger, much enriched in law. And that is what makes you more of a winner at this stage itself. So we in law enforcement usually think that advocacy, judiciary, and police are three different pillars of justice. Don't you think so? I mean, how many of you would have actually expected a police officer to talk to you at this stage? I don't think it was roughly 20% of the audience also. But let me tell you one thing. Before I was wearing this uniform, not some of you, but I was also a crowd in my college. And when the moment I sat here, I saw a lot of you, and the reaction was expected to be the same, because the temperature that this AC sets in, it's a very comfortable temperature to sleep. So, but I thought that my first thing is to wake you up from the slumber, because I'll not take much of your time. And it really, really enriches me and energizes me to talk to the youngsters, the Gen Zs, and maybe some of you, maybe Gen Alpha as well. So let me tell you, in my years of service, justice has hardly seemed easy. And some of you will remember it when you practice, that it's not an easy road. It deserves perseverance, patience, and a lot of commitment. When we talk about justice, it's not just law. You think the law books having some 500 sections or so will ensure all kind of justice? Absolutely no. When you will be practicing advocacy, there will be times when you will be at conflict. What is legal versus what is right? Let me tell you, in my short service so far, I have already faced this conflict many a times. Many a times what I feel is right is not covered in any of the sections. What do I do? What would you do? What I want you to do is always choose what is right, and then trying to find out how to make it legal. So thank you, sir. And some of you would be actually, maybe there will be some days when I will be there in some of your courts. I would love to see some of you sitting in the judicial chair. I may not recognize you, but I hope you recognize me and then treat me with a cup of coffee. So it's a thing that I want to say, that we create a circle of accountability. Both of us, the judges, the advocacy, and the police, all of us are accountable. And standing on the crossroads will often lead you to ethical dilemmas. I won't be sharing much of my experiences here because probably it's not the right forum. Maybe some of you, whenever we get a chance in life to interact one-on-one, we'll share it. But let me tell you one good thing that this service offers. And I'm talking about service of enforcing law, of upholding law, and implementing law. Our uniforms may be different. You will be in robe, I'll be in a uniform. And only that thing doesn't make us different. Many a times you see negative propaganda everywhere, that there on the one side there is police, on the other side there is lawyers, and they are always antagonistic to each other. They keep on fighting and all that. It's all nonsense. It's all a propaganda to break the harmony, break the synchronization of justice that goes on in the country. Let me tell you very clearly, I have, tremendous interactions and enrichments with different lawyers I speak to. And it's a very, very special privilege to have a very special person as a lawyer in my own family. So I will not take much of your time because I know we are taking much knowledge from the reels and keeping it very short like a reel. I will tell that before I conclude, I want you to leave with a thought that justice is not punishment alone. It is achieved when truth, fairness, and humanity prevail. So every case that you take up, every step that you take towards humanity shall guide you to a path that will make you a better person. And I assure you that let us keep all the biases that we have, let us keep all the notions that we have about each other, about each profession, that some things are like that. Many advocates, you may hear that they have gone minting money and all that. But that should not be the goal that you strive for. You should strive to become a good person. You should always strive to ensure that you take up cases for the poor. You must, even if you become the richest lawyer of India, you must do pro bono cases. You should be proactive in ensuring that people know their right, because trust me, having seen in police, many of my men most of the time take advantage of people who don't know their rights. It is their right. I know it. Many of senior officers know it, that it is their right, but a common person does not know. And you should be the stalwart of this barrier. You should create a barrier. You should argue. You should put in a word that this is not right and I'm going to stand for it. Thank you so much for your time. And I wish you all the best for this moot court competition. And I'm sure many of you, will someday give a glory to this nation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your profound thoughts and wisdom with us. It is our honor and privilege to welcome our chief guest for today, Senior Professor Dr. V.K. Ahuja, a distinguished academician and visionary in the field of legal education. He currently serves as the director of the Indian Law Institute, New Delhi. Sir holds a PhD and LLM from the University of Delhi and an MPhil from Jawaharlal Nehru University, in addition to a certificate course in law teaching and legal research skills from Cardiff University, UK. Prior to his present role, Sir served as the Vice Chancellor of the National Law University and Judicial Academy, Assam, 2021 to 2024. He is a senior professor at the Faculty of Law, University of Delhi, with over 3 decades of teaching and research experience. He has also held key administrative roles, including Joint Director of the Delhi School of Public Policy and Governance and Professor in charge of Law Center, University of Delhi. A scholar of high repute, Sir has authored 5 books on intellectual property rights, international law, and mediation, including volumes of Halsbury's Annotated Statutes of India. He has contributed over 50 research papers, 70 book chapters, and has supervised 9 PhD and 40 M scholars. Sir has been the recipient of multiple honors, including first prize at the 5th South Asian Teaching Session on International Humanitarian and Refugee Law, organized by the ICRC and UNHCR. He has also served as a jury member for the India SME Awards 2022 and 2023. He has contributed significantly to national academic bodies as chairperson of UGC committees, member of the NAAC Discipline Committee for drafting the Accreditation Manual 2024, and regional coordinator for CLAT Northeast for 3 consecutive years. He has also been a member of various governing councils, including NLU Assam and Damodaram Sanjivaya National Law University, Vishakhapatnam. Throughout his illustrious career, Sir has been invited as chief guest, guest of honor, and keynote speaker at numerous national and international forums, inspiring generations of legal scholars with his scholarship, leadership, and humility. Due to unforeseen circumstances, Sir is not able to join us in person today. However, he has very graciously taken out time to join us online. I kindly request Dr. V.K. Ahuja sir to address the gathering and share his valuable insights with the participants and the audience. Please give a huge round of applause for sir.
Thank you very much, and a very good morning to all of you. Professor P.B. Sharma, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Vikas Madhukar, Pro Vice Chancellor, Shri Shukant Shukla ji, Guest of Honor, DCP, Sir, I don't have his name right now. Somdat Bhardwaj ji, Director, MIT Law School, Dr. Vidushi, respected teachers, students, dear participants, a very good morning. My apology to all of you. In fact, yesterday only I got an OM from Law Ministry, which happens to be our administrative ministry. And in the evening, I got another OM from UGC. And as all of you are aware that, this Vande Mataram Geet had completed 150 years. So that there has to be a ceremony called mass singing of Vande Mataram, followed by the speech of Honorable Prime Minister. And of course, we were required to upload our photographs on the portal also. And that was the reason that I could not join you physically. So my apology for that. Well, friends, whenever I address any such gathering, I become nostalgic, and I always think why I was not born in this generation. In our time, the legal education was in shambles, and there was nothing like moot court. There was no extracurricular activities. Only the lectures will happen, that too in the afternoon. Sometimes the lectures will happen, sometimes there won't be lecture. And attendance, of course, was not that mandatory. And legal education became so notorious, I'm sorry to use that word, that there was a presumption that a person who did not get admission anywhere will land up doing LLB. But then perhaps a new beginning had to be done. So the God might have had something great in mind, and this is how in 1986 the concept of NLU came up, and we had the first NLU that was at Bangalore, which paved the way for the establishment of new NLUs. It is good to say that today we have around 27 NLUs throughout the country. And PCI, of course, has played an important role in improving the standards of legal education. Of course, there are certain good things and bad things that are part. But if you overall see the lot of things which happened for the betterment of legal education, for example, the attendance was made mandatory. The uniformity in the curriculum was brought in all the universities, because now you have to go with the scheme of the courses which have been laid down in the legal education rules. Clinical legal education was something which was very important, and there were 4 courses on that which were introduced. And in 2020, the BCI has also come out with a notification making mediation as one of the mandatory course. Mediation, of course, is which is going to have a great future in the country. Act has already been adopted in 2023, and it is taking some time, but it will soon come into force. And of course, it will bring in lot of opportunities for the advocates and for all others who are dealing in the dispute settlement mechanism. Well, friends, now the moot court paper has been made mandatory. This is something good, and it is not that, it is the choice of the student whether to participate in the moot court competition or not. At least the student will have to participate in the class discussion, class moot court exercises, even if he or she is not participating in the moot court competitions which are being organized, in various parts of the countries, almost in all the law schools. Now, friends, most of the students I have seen, they have just one target in mind, that we are going there to win this particular win this particular competition. So they are participating with the objective of winning the moot court competition. Now I have a slightly different idea for them. What I would suggest them, that the format of because the format of the moot court competition is such that only one team wins and rest will lose. So if you are focusing on winning part, and if you lose that competition, it will bring in a lot of frustration in you, right? So my sincere advice to all of you is that do not participate for the sake of winning it. To participate with the objective of giving your 100%. You know, to win or to lose is something which is not in your hands. Even Lord Krishna had said in Gita, Karmanne vadikaraste ma kleshu kadachan. So all of us know that we can perform our duties, but as far as the outcome is concerned, that is not in our hands. So friends, keep one thing in mind, whenever you are participating in any of the moot court competition, just be focused and have only and only one thing in mind, that I have to give my 100%. Now, when you do so, two good things happen. One, if you win the competition, nothing like that, it is excellent, very good. But even if you lose the competition, you are not disappointed. Why? Why? Because you gave your 100%, but maybe that the winning team was slightly better than you, because the teams which reach to the moot court final, they are really uh, they are being counted as the best teams actually. So therefore, even if you lose the competition, you end up sharpening your skills which are your communication skills, your presentational skills, your research skills, your drafting skills, your articulation, or you definitely improve upon those skills. That is one. Secondly, the moot court competitions, in which you are participating, it boosts your self confidence, and that is extremely important, because that is going to help you in the real time profession when you will be joining after completing your law graduation. You know how to work as a team, so that is another added advantage to your personality. You improve your body language. It teaches you about the court etiquettes also. So overall, when you participate in a moot court competition, you end up sharpening your skills. You learn a lot, right? And as I told you, to win or to lose is something which is not in your hands. So therefore, make a target. Always think that I'm going to give my 100%, and thereafter leave the things to the God. I'll just share one experience with you. I was in 2004, that was like, some 21 years back. Uh, I was in Cardiff University, one of the best in the UK. And there, you know, I went to a class which was a moot court class. Now, these people, they were doing a lot of things, before we started doing them in India. There was a teacher having a bottle of cold drink, that is the culture over there. And there were three students. There was a girl student from some African country, and there was one participant from Pakistan, another one from England, actually from UK itself. Now, this girl had narrated the facts, and these two participants, they had argued, that particular case. So I was just witnessing all that, and the good thing, which was quite inspiring was that during those days, some 20 years back, there used to be video cassettes and video cassette recorders. So the room was such that in one corner of the room, they had kept the video recorder, and the participants were asked to bring in the empty cassettes. So every participant was inserting that empty cassette into the video recorder and was like arguing the matter. And thereafter, the teacher will give the comment, and will tell them, where there was a scope for improvement and where did they commit the mistake. And after that is done, they'll remove their cassette, and the next person will come and will insert his or her cassette. So this is how they were doing, so that they could go back home and they could see their performance, and then they can just think of improving that. Now that was something which was quite impressive. And today, because you have cheaper mode of recording, everybody has got a smartphone. So you keep on recording your performance, and when the competition is over, you can just go back, look at how did you perform, how did you argue, where you could have improved upon. So that is going to guide you to motivate you further. Friends, when I was Vice Chancellor in NLU Guwahati, so we used to have our national moot court competition. And I mean, a good number of teams used to participate in that, something like 40 or 40 plus. And the final round of that moot court competition used to be judged by the sitting justices of Guwahati High Court. And I recall, the Guwahati High Court judges, they told me that the participants of the final round were far, far better than the advocates they get in bar every day. Now that is something, which is really a remarkable thing, which would mean that moot court competition, is giving you a platform to you to get ready to face the real courts. The moment you pass out from your law schools, you are ready to take up the litigation also at the real courts. So this is something, where you come out as a ready-made lawyer, where you can stand, the body language, the professional etiquettes, how to do the research, how to do the briefing, how to draft the petition, you know how to conduct yourself in the court, how to communicate yourself, how to articulate your argument, because that you had already done by participating in the moot court competition. So therefore, these skills are really going to help you a lot in the real life profession. Now, friends, as I told you that the format of the moot court competition is such that one wins, one party wins, one team wins, and the other loses. But for me, each one of you who is participating is a winner. For me, losers are those who do not take the courage of participating in these competitions. If you do not participate, then you are definitely a loser. But if you participate and you lose the competition, that does not make any difference whatsoever, because this moot court competition is simply an academic award. So when you face the real judges in the real courts, there the judge is not going to ask you as to how many moot court competition did you win. The judge is going to appreciate the skills, the way you are arguing the matter, the way you are like convincingly arguing the things and getting the relief for your client. That is something which makes a lot of difference. So for me, all of you who are participating in the moot court competition are really the winner. And friends, with these things, because the time slot is very less, I appreciate your efforts for coming to MAT Manesar and taking part in this moot court competition. I wish you all the very best. And again, my advice is give your 100% without caring for the outcome. May God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for illuminating our minds with your judicious thoughts and for inspiring our participants with your experience and wisdom. To aid in better understanding of the Moot proposition, Amity Law School's Cultural Society, Law Wale, creates a Moot movie every year. In continuation of this tradition, the group has prepared a film this year as well, creatively portraying the theme and intricacies of the current Moot proposition. I would like to request the technical team to kindly play the movie.
Welcome to Republic of Sangnak. Welcome to Republic of Sangnak.
नमस्कार। आज की कहानी शुरू होती है एक ऐसे दौर में जहां हर क्लिक, हर संदेश, हर जानकारी रिकॉर्ड होती है। कानून, तकनीक और इंसान की इच्छा, ये तीन ताकतें एक दूसरे से टकरा रही हैं। कुछ लोग इसे आजादी मानते हैं, जबकि कुछ इसे घुसपैठ समझते हैं। और बीच में हैं वे लोग अपने सवालों और फैसलों के साथ। एक ऐसा सिस्टम जो हमें देख रहा है और एक दुनिया जो अपनी सीमाएं भूल चुकी है। यह कहानी है उस रेखा की जहां निजता और शक्ति, नियंत्रण और आजादी आमने सामने आते हैं।
तो ये ऑफिस वाले हाल खराब करके रख दिया है। लेट्स सी क्या चल रहा है। नीड टू डू सम लाइटिंग यार। खास मोटा हो नहीं रहा बट ठीक है। ओके, कैमरा, कॉन्टैक्ट्स, अलाउ क्या हो गया यार आजकल कैट्स को। बट why would a diet app need my contacts? Strange. Another request for a weather app. Asking for my camera access.
सुबह की हल्की धूप में चाय की भाप उड़ती है। वरुण और सिद्धार्थ, दो दोस्त, जो जिंदगी को मजाक में जीते हैं। चाय के हर घूंट में एक नई शिकायत है, कभी सिस्टम से, कभी दुनिया से और कभी अपने आप से। इस तकनीक और तन्हाई के दौर में हंसी भी अपडेट मांगती है, हर रोज हंसी।
Varun, you look like your laptop just dumped you. क्या बोलूं यार? They do this every time. One update and suddenly they want all my data again. Some app needs permission. They collect your data. Secrets. Just a hot tea brewing between Saas and Bua. Not doing their work. Yeah, well, at least the apps don't pretend to care. Just like my ex. So, what's the new obsession? Any new data breach? Actually, was thinking of getting a new pair of shoes. You? Provers, maybe? Shoes? What next, bro? Maybe a social life?
रात की खामोशी में स्क्रीन की रोशनी किसी अदालत की तरह चमक रही है। यहाँ कोई जज नहीं है, बस एक यूजर और उसका डेटा है। दुनिया सूचना की आजादी की बातें करती है, पर वरुण जानता है हर क्लिक और हर स्वाइप एक सौदा है निजता के साथ। कभी कभी सच जागता नहीं, वो जागरूक होता है, और उस एक पल में वरुण समझ जाता है, अगर वो हमें देख सकते हैं तो शायद अब हमारी बारी है देखने की।
मैग्मा 2.0 संगणक नया इतिहास बनाएगा।
भाइयों बहनों, आप चिंता मत कीजिए, मैग्ना कार्टा 2.0 से आप सभी का डाटा हमारे पास सुरक्षित रहेगा।
भाइयों बहनों, आप बिल्कुल भी चिंता ना करें। मैग्ना कार्टा से आप सभी के पास
Privacy matters.
का एक्सेस रहेगा।
Most people don't even realize how much of it is at stake. मतलब हद हो गई है यार। Like just because he's a politician, he can speak whatever he wants to. I mean, why? Why do you people listen to them? Leave it. They think they can watch us. If they think they can watch us, maybe it's time someone watches them.
रात अब और गहरी हो चुकी है, पर वरुण की आंखों में एक नई रोशनी जल उठी है। कीबोर्ड की हर कुंजी जैसे एक तर्क बन रही है, एक विरोध, एक न्याय। कोड की लकीरों में छिपी है उसकी सोच। अगर निजता बिक रही है तो जवाब भी डिजिटल ही होगा। डियर डेलस बस एक प्रोग्राम नहीं, एक प्रतीक है। यह देखने की ताकत और सवाल करने की हिम्मत का प्रतीक है। और उस स्क्रीन की नीली चमक में वरुण मुस्कुराता है, जैसे उसने कोई केस नहीं, एक क्रांति दायर की हो। हर क्रांति का एक चेहरा होता है और हर चेहरे के पीछे एक साया। वरुण ने सवाल उठाया और तरुण ने उसे एक हथियार बना दिया। कोर्ट की लपटों में कानून और अव्यवस्था एक साथ जल रहे हैं। डेडालस ने हमें रास्ता दिखाया था। अब आइकारस उड़ान भर रहा है। कुछ इसे अपराध कहेंगे, कुछ आजादी, पर सच ये है, जब जानकारी बंदी बन जाती है तो उसे छुड़ाने वाला हमेशा अपराधी कहलाता है।
There has been 1 million downloads. It's spreading fast. That means 1 million people standing against data hoarding with the vital information shared. Good job. Hey, look. Oh, we have a new guest. Let's see what he has. Watch me now. Hey, it's self-destructing. Don't worry. Watch me. मेरे बाएं हाथ का खेलता है. Some call us criminals. I call us liberators. Icarus flies tonight. Every secret it touches, the world will see. Paywalls burn. Hoarders crumble. Freedom is chaos, and chaos never dies.
चमक और ताली की दुनिया में सच्चाई अक्सर छिपी रहती है। नेहा नाम, शोहरत और सफलता की मिसाल है, लेकिन हर चमकती चीज के पीछे दरारें छिपी होती हैं। जहां सब उसकी कहानी को जानना चाहते हैं, वहीं कोई उसकी कहानी चुरा रहा है। एक अनदेखा ट्रांसफर, एक अनसुना संकेत और भाग्य की फाइल भेज दी जाती है सीधे उन हाथों में जो सिस्टम से नहीं, सच्चाई से खेलते हैं।
Ma'am, it's done. Now, Last and Curious will be seen on big screen on 30th November. The whole world will see it.
All this chaos, and the world thinks it's free. Perfect.
नेहा शर्मा की सबसे बड़ी फिल्म लास्ट एंड क्यूरियस 15 लीक हो चुकी है।
आखिरकार हर कहानी अदालत में पहुंचती है, जहां सच और झूठ नहीं बल्कि सबूत और धाराएं बोलती हैं। एक तरफ है नेहा, जिसने अपने नाम को न्याय बना लिया। दूसरी तरफ है तरुण, जिसने आजादी को अपराध कहने से इनकार किया। और बीच में है वरुण, जिसने बस सच्चाई को देखने की हिम्मत की। फैसले सुनाए गए, सजाएं दी गईं, पर कानून की गवाही में एक सवाल रह गया। क्या न्याय वही है जो अदालत कहे, या वो जो इंसान भीतर महसूस करे?
Order. The court awards a sum of 300 crores to Neha for the financial and reputational losses incurred by her. The court also ordered a permanent shutdown of TOR and sentences Tarun 3 years of imprisonment.
The creators of Icarus and Daedalus have been sentenced in court.
Mr. Varun had created and released the ALS into the wild, and hence he had knowingly or negligently provided the instrument to Mr. Tarush for the subsequent crimes. He should have clearly foreseen what was to come. The court awards him 1 year of imprisonment.
3 कहानियां, एक सच। जहां आजादी खत्म होती है, वहां घुसपैठ शुरू होती है। कौन तय करेगा हमारी सीमाएं? 2051 के नवंबर में दुनिया फिर देखेगी उस रेखा को जो हमारी हदें और हमारी जिम्मेदारियां तय करती है। क्या हम अपनी आजादी को बचा पाएंगे या ये रेखाएं हमें बांध देंगी? इस सच को समझना जरूरी है, क्योंकि ये सिर्फ एक कहानी नहीं बल्कि हमारी जिंदगी है।
Thank you, team. I kindly request our guest of honor, our guest of eminence, Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir, Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor Sir, and Director Sir of Amity Law School, Haryana, to release the brochure of the 7th Amity Law School Moot Court Competition 2025. Please give a huge round of applause. It gives us immense pleasure to announce the launch of the book, a textbook on cyber crimes and information technology, authored by Dr. Shiv Raman, Associate Professor, Amity Law School, Amity University, Haryana. I request the dignitaries to please unveil the volume and release the book. Please put your hands together for Sir's academic achievement. Thank you, dignitaries. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a moment of immense pride and honor for our institution to share that we have received an official letter of appreciation from the Honorable Chief Minister of Haryana, Shri Nayab Singh Saini. This gesture is not only a recognition of our efforts, but also a testament to the institution's unwavering commitment to academic excellence, discipline, and holistic development. He was supposed to join us in person today, but due to some last-minute developments, he couldn't make it. But his words mean the world to us. Please give a huge round of applause. I am honored to quote, "It gives me immense pleasure to extend my best wishes to Amity Law School, Amity University, Haryana, on the occasion of the 7th Amity School Moot Court Competition 2025. Events like this embody the spirit of curiosity, hard work, and excellence that defines the youth of today's Bharat. Most moot court competitions offer students a valuable opportunity to experience the real practice of law, to research deeply, argue logically, and uphold the values of fairness and justice that form the foundation of our Constitution. I'm pleased to note that this year's theme focused on the intersection of technology and law, a subject that is both timely and forward-looking. As technology continues to transform our lives, it is heartening to see young legal minds exploring how innovation can advance alongside ethics and accountability. I extend my sincere congratulations to the organizers, judges, and students for their dedication in bringing this meaningful event to fruition. I'm confident that all participants will prepare earnestly compete with integrity, and make the most of this enriching learning experience. Every argument presented here takes the participants one step closer to becoming a responsible citizen and a capable professional. I once again convey my best wishes to all participants and organizers. And I hope this event inspires everyone involved to continue striving for a just, ethical, and progressive society. Regards, Nayab Singh, Chief Minister, Haryana. Please give a huge round of applause. We are also privileged to share that we have received another esteemed letter of appreciation from Honorable Mr. Justice D.K. Upadhyay, Chief Justice of the Delhi High Court. I now request the dignitaries to unveil the trophies for various award categories, which will be presented to the winners of this competition. Best Memorial Award presented to the team with Best Written Submissions. Best Mooter Award recognizes exceptional oral advocacy and courtroom performance. Best Researcher Award honors excellence in legal research and investigation. Runners-up Trophy honors excellence in the competition to the second-ranked team. And finally, the winner's trophy honors the team which bags the first rank and walks away as the winner of the competition. Let's give it up a thunderous applause as we reveal the trophies. Thank you, dignitaries.
We take immense pleasure in welcoming and extending our heartfelt gratitude to our principal sponsors, K&M and Partners Law Offices, Wasserstoff, Framescraft, and Condor Footwear. Our associate sponsors, DY Lawyers and Legal Consultants, Aarti Puja and Shivalik Housekeeping Services. Our knowledge partners, SCC Online and Legal Bytes. And our media partners, Legal Vidya, Law of, SCC Times, Jus Corpus, Law Audience, and Mint Blue, whose generous patronage and steadfast support have been instrumental in organizing this prestigious moot court competition. We also appreciate the kind gesture of Aparna's Kishan. Their contribution reflects their commitment to promoting excellence in legal education and developing the next generation of legal professionals. We extend our special thanks to our principal sponsors, associate sponsors, knowledge partners, and our media partners, whose support has enhanced the reach and impact of this competition.
As we conclude the inaugural ceremony, I, on behalf of Amity Law School, extend a warm welcome and best wishes to all the participating teams from prestigious law institutions across the country. We look forward to witnessing outstanding displays of legal acumen, compelling advocacy, rigorous research, and professional excellence over the next 3 days. This competition is not merely about winning trophies, but about growth, learning, and shaping the future leaders of our legal profession. I would now request our director, Amity Law School, Amity University, Haryana, Professor Dr. Som Dutt Bhardwaj, sir, to propose the vote of thanks and formally declare the 7th Amity Law School Moot Court Competition 2025 officially inaugurated.
सबको नमस्कार, and it is actually a great privilege moment for me to be standing here to raise the word of thanks, and with the blessings of our Honorable Vice Chancellor and Pro Vice Chancellor, I wish to convey thanks to all of you who are here. I am especially thankful to our Vice Chancellor, sir, for his guidance and blessings. And again, highly thankful to our Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, sir, for his continuous academic support. and leadership. I'm also thankful as director to all the sponsors who came forward to help us in that. Furthermore, I'm thankful to Professor V.K. Ahuja ji, who accepted to be the guest of the honor, and Sir Sasank ji and Mr. Sir. I'm really thankful to all of you. I'm again thankful to all the dignitaries and the officials of this university who basically went beyond the limits to help organize this event, and the organizing committee. Especially, I'm thankful to Dr. Pransul Pathak, the coordinator for School of Law and the Moot Court Committee, and Neha Mishra, and other faculty members who have been constantly working day and night. Again, thankful to all the members, the student coordinators, the volunteers, and thankful to all the law schools who basically have shown the faith to send their teams to participate in this institution. हार और जीत सिर्फ परिणाम के दो नाम हैं, इससे ज्यादा कुछ नहीं है. Just have faith in your skills, have faith in your team, and best wishes. Thank you. Thank you very much to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We wish all participating teams great success and memorable learning experiences in this prestigious competition. May the best team emerge victorious, and may this competition strengthen bonds of legal excellence and advocacy across our nation's premier law schools.
I take pleasure in recognizing that this year marks a historic milestone as Vande Mataram completes 150 years, having been composed by Bankim Chandra Chatterjee on 7th November 1875. The nation is commemorating this legacy through a year-long celebration from November 7th, 2025, today, to November 7th, 2026, as a timeless symbol of India's freedom struggles, national pride, and unity. Vande Mataram continues to inspire. To honor this enduring significance, we will now celebrate this moment by playing the song, and I kindly request the audience to join along and sing with us as a tribute to our motherland.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam, Sufalam, Malayaj Sheetalam, Shasya Shamalam, Mataram, Vande Mataram, Shubhra Jyotsna Pulkit Yamini, Phulla Kusumita Drumadal Shobhini, Suhasini, Sumadhur Bhashini, Sukhdam Varidam Mataram, Vande Mataram. कोटि कोटि कंठ कल कल निनाद करले, कोटि कोटि भुजैर्धृत खर खर वाले, के बोले माँ तुम्ही हबले, बहुबल धारिणी नमामि तारिणी, रिपुदल वारिणी मातरम, वंदे मातरम. तुमि विद्या तुमि धर्म, तुमि हृदि तुमि मर्म, त्वमहि प्राण शरीरे, बाहुली तुमि मा शक्ति, हृदये तुमि मा भक्ति. तुम्हारी प्रतिमा गढ़ी मंदिरे मंदिरे, वंदे मातरम. त्वमहि दुर्गा दश प्रहरण धारिणी, कमला कमल दल विहारिणी, नमामि कमलां अमलामतुलां सुजलां सुफलां मातरं वन्दे मातरम् श्यामलां सरलां सुस्मितां भूषितां धरणीं भरणीं मातरं वन्दे मातरं वन्दे मातरं वन्दे मातरम्
Thank you, team. As we come to the conclusion of the ceremony, I now request all the dignitaries, faculty members, participating teams, and the organizing committee to kindly rise for the national anthem. Technical team.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Can I hear a huge round of applause as we conclude our inaugural ceremony? Thank you, teams, and may the best team win. I kindly request the audience to please stay put I kindly request the audience to please stay put while our dignitaries take their exit from the auditorium.